He decided to join the army, and it's because of me.
Welcome to the documentary of Amir Montgomery.
Depending who you ask, this might have been the stupidest, craziest, or maybe the smartest thing somebody could have done that you, if you haven't joined the military yet, are about to experience. This is my friend Amir, and if you don't know already, me and Amir grew up together, and we also graduated from the same high school. We're great friends. Naturally though, after high school, that's when you decide if you're gonna go to college, join the military, or do a trade, or figure out your life. Amir, he went to college. He got his bachelor's degree in information technology. He was living a great life. He had a great job. He worked for one of your guys' favorite football teams, making a lot of money, more than me at least. And he actually motivated me to work towards getting out of the military. Until he decided to join the army, and it's because of me. I'm not only going to tell you the twisted journey of Amir's journey into the military, but I'm also going to tell you what you could also expect if you haven't joined the military yet. And you can't help but wonder why somebody would give up that life of the nice, cushy civilian world to join an organization that's known for being tough and hard and dirty. And I'll let him explain himself.
What was the biggest thing in influencing you to join the military?
Honestly, brother, I saw what it did for you. Kind of staying connected with you, while you were going through the military and I was going through college, I'm very glad that I did go, and I wouldn't change that either. But I have my degree before you, but I felt like you were more set, better set in life than I was, and so I need to get like him. So yeah.
And like some of you, Amir's family wasn't even supportive of joining the military at first. And so he not only already had a good life, it just didn't make sense for his family to join something when you're already set up. But if you join this organization, you're gonna start from the bottom. It makes no sense.
What were your parents/relatives' reaction when you just told them you were gonna join the military?
They really didn't want me to. They don't like the military. They don't really like the government all too much. Their main concerns were racism in the military and me ending up being a homeless veteran.
After some convincing,
racism in the military, that's why I talked to a whole lot of, black men, especially in the military, to kind of get their perspective and see how it was for them, you included. So I was able to show them videos, show them questions that I had asked, people that I talked to kind of ease their minds in that way. And ending up as a homeless veteran, that really came down to having a plan and showing them that I knew what I was going to be doing.
After some convincing, Amir started the process that many of you have already done and many of you will soon do. He had to go to MEPS. After MEPS and on ship out day, you're going to be at that MEPS hotel, and I was able to talk to him, and this is literally the documentary, and this is literally what you guys are going to be experiencing.
Yo.
Welcome to the documentary of Amir Montgomery. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling?
Yeah, bro.
Honestly, I thought I would be more nervous or more anxious about it, but low-key, I'm just kind of waiting. I'm just anticipating the change, me going through it. You feel me? It's just been kind of a long time coming. I've done all the research. I've literally I've asked all the questions that I could ask, and I'm going and doing exactly what I want to do. So I don't feel nervous, or I don't feel I feel kind of at ease with my choices and where I'm headed to right now. So I feel pretty good, honestly. I feel pretty good. I'm excited.
Bro, you didn't have to shave your head?
What do you mean, why not?
Because even when they cut your hair in basic training, they're gonna it's not gonna be that short.
Okay.
What would you like to say to your future self?
I'd like to say to my future self, congratulations.
And after MEPS, you go to basic training.
So far, basic training has been almost exactly how I was expecting it to be. Honestly, maybe even a little bit, I wouldn't say easier, but I don't know. You know, I did so much research. I watched all of your videos like multiple times to try to get an idea of what I'd be going into. And I feel like they really prepared me. Like, you know, we do PT every day. We're learning a bunch of stuff. We're learning how to shoot. We're learning land navigation. We're learning how to, everything from properly packing a rucksack to, what else have we learned? We've learned a lot of stuff. I'm not going to cap. I'm enjoying it. It's important to pay attention and learn all this stuff because it is important to know as a soldier. And just overall, like, I don't know, I'm having a good time. I'm getting a lot stronger, getting a lot faster.
What do you hate? What's annoying you? What do you hate the most?
The other people. the other people in my platoon, bro. I feel like from what I've seen so far, there are definitely parts of the military that I will always be annoyed by. But overall, I understand what I'm getting, and I've talked to my drill sergeants enough to have like a clear path on what I'm doing next. So I'm looking forward to these next 5 years and 6 months.
All right.
Pretty good.
So now at this point, Amir graduated from basic training. He went through AIT, and that's when we met for the first time, and we were able to just hang out like good friends again and just talk about what the military and how it's been treating Amir, and you guys may find this interesting.
You want to talk about your childhood traumas?
No, I'm okay.
Update. We are at a karaoke bar.
Where are you aiming at?
Don't worry about where I was aiming at. Just know that they would have got shot at.
I feel like that's like a cope. And before I tell you what Amir even does in the military, I have to tell you guys to hit that subscribe button, because although this story may be crazy, this isn't the craziest story I've heard about somebody in the military and that I've put on my YouTube channel. And so that's why I'm going to need you guys to subscribe if you're new, because we are almost at 100,000 freaking subscribers, and that's insane. So like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. But you might be wondering what Amir does in the Army, and that is 17 Charlie Cybersecurity Operations Officer, or cyber specialist. And as the future progresses, there's gonna be a bigger need for cybersecurity professionals because the scams out here today are crazy. And that's where today's sponsor can come and help you, because I know for a fact that you've gotten a call or text from a random number either saying, hey, would you like to extend your car's warranty? Or hey, you got a random post office package that you need to press this link for. Do not click that link. Aura protects you from things like that because they not only monitor the entire internet for your personal information so they can stop it and prevent it from being used by people who shouldn't be using it and ruining your entire life, but they also monitor your credit, because it's crazy nowadays. You can't even depend on gas stations to have legit credit card terminals because there's things called skimmers that take your credit card information that look exactly like a real credit card terminal. And that's why I want you guys to be protected with Aura. And Aura is actually offering a 14-day free trial if you guys click the link in the description below. And I didn't even tell you guys the best part about Aura, because they not only monitor all of your information and protect you against scammers, but they also provide a VPN access. Because when I was in South Korea, and listen up, because if you're in the military, you're gonna be sent overseas at some point in your career. I was in South Korea trying to look at NBA or NFL football games or even the Premier League, and I couldn't even do that because apparently you can't watch the same things you can watch in America and South Korea. And that's where Aura came in with the VPN, and I was able to watch games like I was already there. And so click the link in the description below and check out Aura for yourself. Whatever the acronym is, he is in that cybersecurity field, and he actually inspired me to follow his footsteps, because originally I'm like, yo, bro, you're making how much a month in the civilian world with that degree? How many offers of over $50,000 to start working?
I had a few. I decided to join the Army. 1, the top secret clearance. 2, the job market can be kind of tough. Job market is really tough.
And so I was gonna get out until he joined. And you know what's the craziest part? With a college degree, with all these accreditations and all these high honors, he chose to join enlisted instead of becoming an officer. Why did you still choose to go the enlisted route versus officer?
I want a hands-on experience, and definitely I've spoken to some of like 17 Alphas, which are the cyber officers, and it's good that I went enlisted because, I mean, like most people know, officers do paperwork. Like they have to, for example, at the schoolhouse, it's split up into 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Officers don't even go through phase 1, which is extremely fundamental to cybersecurity. They go through phase 2 just so they can learn enough that they can tell other people, like, you go do this, you go do that, and do the paperwork for them. I spoke to my company commander a little bit about what it was like to be a 17 Alpha, and yeah, he doesn't have any hands-on experience at all.
So how's he a subject matter expert?
See, and that's the thing with cyber, they have 170 deltas, which 170 deltas and 170 Alpha or Bravo, I can't remember. And those guys are the subject matter experts, as well as enlisted who fill in the roles of subject matter experts.
Somebody's watching this, they don't know what they want to do in the Army. How does one qualify for a 17 Charlie?
High ASVAB score, definitely. Your general technical, I think, has to be over 125 or something.
And so, what did you get on the ASVAB?
I got a 99.
A 99. So if you don't know what a 99 is, he literally got the highest possible score on the ASVAB. So what did you do to study?
I've been out of high school for a while, so I asked Aaron for some help.
Oh.
And yeah, he gave me the guide that he used to study with, and I took a practice ASVAB. I got like a 70, didn't hit where I was trying to hit. Bro, I used it for like 5 weeks before I took the ASVAB. Hit my mark like perfectly. It's crazy, actually.
And now Amir's at his first duty station, Fort Meade, Maryland, and his thoughts are probably going to be like your thoughts if you guys go this same route as well.
Based off of your journey so far, your expectations before the military, now that you're at your first duty station, bro, like, what are your thoughts of the real Army for 17 Charlies at least?
So, I feel like it's definitely, my expectations were, I'm not gonna lie, pretty low. Like, I thought it was gonna be a lot more difficulties and a lot more BS to have to deal with. But so I'm at a military intelligence brigade, and it's very easy. Like, it's very easy. A lot of people get complacent because of how easy it is. And I talked to a lot of my sergeants who have been deployed and been to other units, and they're like, yeah, where I'm at now is one of the chillest duty stations that you could probably get.
And then, would you say you're the same person though in the civilian world? We've known each other since high school. I personally don't think you've changed. I think you've only gotten better. Do you think you're still the same person though before you joined the military?
So same person, like metaphysically, yeah. I've always been kind of like, I'd say the biggest change that I've seen in myself is definitely like my confidence in self, my willingness to take on leadership, as well as my ability to be a leader, just kind of in general, has gotten a lot better. I feel like I'm a lot more sure of myself and a lot more able to be and do who I want to be and do what I want to do than I was before. Like, it just made me stronger, very point blank.
Would you recommend joining the military?
I would. Depends on the person, do your research, but if you go in and you really like put forth the effort and do what you're supposed to be doing and take advantage of all your resources, then like it's not gonna go wrong. A lot of people like they join the military and they regret it because they don't plan, they don't save, they don't go to all these various counselors, they don't make appointments, they don't use like all the benefits that they have, and they're wasting like so much like money, really. Like the money's being paid so that you have access to this stuff, and you don't use it. Like, your value just goes way down.
Got you. Yeah. Any closing comments before we send the people off? This was a very, for me, because I've already done it, I'm definitely very proud of you. You freaking shaved your head before you went to basic training. You guys definitely saw that in the video now. It's crazy to see the transition, and I am proud of you, and I definitely, if you were a stock, I would definitely invest in you, brother.
I appreciate that. It's been a fun journey.
I got you. All right, brother. Thank you so much for your time. If you have 2 seconds to say some final closeout, that's up to you, but it's on you. This is literally the end of your movie, bro. From when I first... Yeah, this is the end of your movie, bro.
Keep pushing. Do what you got to do. Literally, just do what you got to do. It's all going to end. Everything has an expiration date on it. if you get it over with, the faster you get it done, the faster you can move on with your life.
And what would you say to your future self?
Well, I say to my future self, keep it pushing.
Got you. Stay the course, stick to the plan. All right, boys. Thank you so much, Mr. Montgomery, Dr. Montgomery, master's degree holder Montgomery.